game is just so bright and shiny. I love it so much. Whoa. I love this level, man.
Ever since the dawn of Narc on the arcade machines, where we blew up drug users and continuing the drug-killing tirade on games like Raid 2020 at home, along with the rampant anti-drug messaging within games, games have also been trying to find a way to sneak some of that drug-like experience into their pixels. Something that is pretty common in minigames nowadays, even that Narc remake had it, but surprisingly, one of the earliest memories I could think of where you actually had a trip-like experience came from such an unlikely source: Nintendo. Yeah, the company where you're hitching rides from owls and running around the Mushroom Kingdom, shut up, those jokes are old, has a segment in one of its most innocent-looking games, with some drug-like illusions. And I love it. Yes, this episode of I Love This Level, the show where I break down my favorite levels and sequences within a game, I'll be taking a look at one of my favorite Super Nintendo titles, Yoshi's Island, or, I'm sorry, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. The 1995 classic that had you escorting Mario well before he donned his overalls as his green-skinned companion, Yoshi. A game with such a distinct look and vibe that would continue throughout all of Yoshi's adventures to follow. And since this month is also the Weed Month, I figured I'd use it as a time to cover a notoriously trippy level early on in Yoshi's Island. I'm talking, of course, about Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy. The level and context of the world is also a big deal. It's the penultimate level of the first world, and excitement can already be high. And the level itself starts innocently enough. You've got some enemies that curl up and can be used as ammo to take down enemies and get flowers. You've also got Shy Guys, and you've even got a little bonus game. Once you cross that middle ring, though, that's when it starts. You enter the section with these little white puffy-looking balls falling from the sky. They're the titular Fuzzy from the level title, and touching them does in fact make you dizzy. The music has this warbling effect, and the world itself starts to move in waves like that TikTok filter everyone was vibing with for a bit. Yoshi Sprite even gets a different look in his eyes and stance. He stumbles along the waves, shuffling back and forth.
While the game brings them back every once in a while, I do wish they were utilized more in the game.
In the state, you're supposed to get in more flowers and avoid more piranha plants like you've done thus far in your adventure. While looking at the level sober, it doesn't look all that complicated. Even the section where it's a straight line with a bunch of coins looks wild in this state. This sequence is sadly short-lived though. Once you get near the end of it, the fuzzy feeling wears off. You follow the arrows to the last bit of the level. And it is a pretty straightforward section after that with some bridges and water before sending Mario off to a different Yoshi toward the first castle of the game. It's a sequence that might be short-lived, but it's incredibly memorable given it's such a tonal shift from what the game has thrown at you thus far. Yoshi's Island is a game that really left an impact on me for so many reasons as a kid. I didn't have a Super Nintendo of my own, but games like it were ones I still had heavy exposure to, and is filled with so many other memorable parts outside of this drug-esque moment. Levels like the baseball boys with their titular bad dudes that followed you around, the perilous jamming through the trees, the jumping on the ski lift level, or so many of the iconic boss fights, like Big Boo, Raphael the Raven, and of course, the final little Bowser Big Boy Bowser tussle. It's such a charming game, and I'm glad I could carve out some time to talk about it today. But this is, sadly, where I'm going to be wrapping up this month's episode of I Love This Level. Did you like it? Do you like Yoshi's Island? What are some of your favorite parts of Yoshi's Island? Let me know in those comments down below. And if you did like this episode, be sure to give it a like. If you want to see more of my music, gaming, and general nerd content, be sure to subscribe. Special thanks to my patrons. If you would like to join their ranks to get early access to content, exclusive content, or to help drive the community with polls and stuff, it's linked in the description. On screen now are various playlists for you to check out. One for this show, if you've never watched it before, and you want to see me talk about other levels, something YouTube thinks you'll like if you like this particular video, and my best friend Shakepool did a playthrough of Yoshi's Island not too long ago, and his playthrough of it will be on screen as well, and the subscribe button to this channel. Click one of those to continue your adventure. I'm going to get out of here. I've been Valor Rack. You guys have good days, lives, situations, and I'll see you another day.